If we were handing out awards for the most boring booth at Computex this year, Acer would easily make it to the top 3, but just because the company's booth sucked doesn't mean they didn't have some interesting stuff to show off, so let's look at some of that, shall we? Our Computex coverage is brought to you by Wootware, Palette, and Fantex. Check them out at the links in the video description. Also, big thanks to MSI for sending us here to Computex 2018. We're excited to show off what their true gaming brand has to offer on display this year. So the biggest draw at the Acer booth by far was an all-white notebook with gold trim, which reminds me the dress was white and gold, not blue and black. I'm not arguing this again, you're all wrong. Anyway, the eye-catching machine was an updated special edition of the company's Predator Helios 300 system. It features up to an 8th Gen Core i7 as well as a GTX 1066 gig, both of which are cooled by Acer's Aeroblade 3D fan system. Acer's Predator Helios 500 was also on display. You may remember that the Helios 500 was one of the systems Acer showed off during AMD's press conference, which we mentioned in that video right up there. But unlike the one showed there, which featured up to a Ryzen 7 2700 processor and an RX Vega 56, that's right, a full desktop Ryzen 2 CPU and then a Vega 56, the one we looked at was powered by Intel and NVIDIA, or more specifically up to an Intel Core i9 and a GTX 1070. The Helios 500 also features Acer's Aeroblade 3D fan design. Words fail me right now. It's not the best looking or the thinnest and lightest in its class, but it seems like a solid notebook overall. We especially can't wait to play around with the all AMD version, and one of the things that I forgot to mention in that AMD video was the fact that we dug through the cables of what they had with the laptop, and it's on a 300-watt power brick for the 2700 and Vega 56. So it doesn't look like it's all that efficient when it's being powered by a 300-watt power, but we'll have to wait and see how it actually performs. So as Acer also announced during the AMD press conference, they have a range of new desktop systems too, including the Nitro 50 and Orion 5000. While these systems were likely on the show floor somewhere, we couldn't really find them, or we just missed them even though their booth was a wide open space. Whatever, all you need to know is that both will feature AMD's beastly Ryzen 7 2700X or an almost equivalent Intel Core processor. The Nitro 50 will be equipped with an RX 580, while the Orion 5000 will ship with up to a GTX 1080 and SLI, even if that's, kind of your jam. Although Acer's presence at this year's Computex was a little weird. If it wasn't for their inclusion in AMD's press conference, we'd have probably forgotten that they were ever there, and considering that they had just launched a whole bunch of new stuff at their own event like a couple of weeks ago, and the fact that they have that 4K HDR 140 or 120 hertz display G-Sync from NVIDIA, and it wasn't there. What is Acer even doing here? They have a huge booth, which probably cost them a butt ton of money, and they weren't showing off the best monitor known to man. They had crap all. Anyways, that's what happened at the Acer booth at Computex this year. Be sure to let us know what you think of it, any of the products we mentioned, or Acer's reckless spending habits. We can chat about that down in the comments or in the community Discord. Head on over there. Link for that will be in the video description. Don't forget to smash the like button. If you enjoyed this video, we want to give a big thanks to our sponsors for sending us here to Computex 2018. That is Wootware, Palette, Fantex, and MSI. We couldn't be here without them. We appreciate them so much. Please be sure to get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech-related content. I'm Brett with the UFD Tech Channel. Rikus! 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 This is Rikus with the UFD Tech Channel. He's going to edit this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Computex video. Cheers. Oh, that's amazing.